Case Study: Salomon vs. Salomon. Introduction. Salomon v. Salomon is a landmark case that significantly impacted the legal understanding of companies and their structure. This case laid the groundwork for crucial concepts in business law, particularly regarding the separation of a company from its owners. It marked a pivotal shift in perceiving companies as distinct legal entities, separate from their shareholders. Salomon v. Salomon holds immense significance in corporate law, setting a precedent that reshaped how companies are viewed under the law and influenced the notion of limited liability and corporate personality, which remains fundamental in contemporary business jurisprudence. Background. The case originated when Mr. Salomon, who operated a prosperous shoe business as a sole trader, decided to transform his business into a company. He became the company's main shareholder and director. However, when the company encountered financial troubles leading to bankruptcy, Mr. Salomon claimed he should be prioritized in receiving payments as he was owed money by the company. This situation raised questions about the relationship between Mr. Salomon and the company, focusing on whether he could claim money owed by a company he owned. Legal issues at stake. At the core of Salomon v. Salomon was significant legal debate centered around two primary concepts: limited liability and corporate personality. Limited liability refers to the protection of shareholders from being held personally responsible for the company's debts in case of insolvency. Corporate personality deals with recognizing a company as a separate legal entity, distinct from its owners. This case became instrumental in determining whether a company should be considered an independent entity from its shareholders and the extent to which limited liability applies. Parties involved. The main parties in the case were Mr. Salomon, the individual who owned the company, and the company itself. Mr. Salomon argued that owing to the company's separate legal identity, he should be entitled to payment before other creditors since he was owed money by the company. This situation raised the fundamental question of whether an individual could claim debts owed to them by a company in which they held ownership. Court proceedings and decisions. The legal proceedings commenced as the case reached the court for resolution. The court deliberated on Mr. Salomon's claims and closely examined the company's structure and legal standing. In a significant ruling, the court upheld the separate legal identity of the company, emphasizing that Mr. Salomon could not claim the money owed by the company to himself. This decision established a pivotal precedent in company law, solidifying the notion of a company's distinct legal persona from its owners. Judicial analysis and rationale. The judges delved deeply into the case's intricacies, focusing on the legal analysis that shaped the outcome. The rationale revolved around the recognition of the company's separate legal personality, emphasizing that once a company is incorporated, it becomes an entity distinct from its shareholders. This pivotal judgment emphasized the importance of upholding the legal principle of corporate personality, which has since become a cornerstone in company law, guiding how companies are perceived and treated legally. Impact and precedent set. Salomon v. Salomon left an indelible mark on corporate law, setting a precedent that significantly influenced subsequent legal decisions and statutes. This case firmly established the principle of a company's separate legal entity, ensuring that the company's obligations and rights were distinct from those of its shareholders. The ruling shapes the understanding of limited liability, protecting shareholders from personal liability for the company's debts. The case's impact resonates throughout the legal landscape, guiding how companies are structured and their legal obligations. Significance and ongoing relevance. The significance of Salomon v. Salomon endures in modern legal discourse. This landmark case remains a cornerstone in company law, influencing how businesses operate and how the law treats corporate entities. It solidified the concept of corporate personality, emphasizing that a company is an independent legal entity, separate from its shareholders. This case's ongoing relevance highlights the need to respect a company's distinct identity and the importance of limited liability in business operations. Conclusion. In summary, Salomon v. Salomon case summary marks a pivotal moment in legal history, particularly in company law. The case highlighted the fundamental principle of corporate personality and limited liability, establishing that a company is legally separate from its shareholders. Its enduring significance underscores the importance of recognizing companies as distinct entities, ensuring clarity in legal obligations and rights, thereby shaping the foundation of modern corporate law. If you are a law student and looking for more case studies, visit our website www.mylawtutor.net.